Good morning from Seattle. I am about to film Chai Tea Tuesday, but I have to get chai tea, of course, and I have to go grocery shopping for my mom. Got my chai tea. I love it when I use powder. It's just so good. And the only challenge is to make this last all the way till I get home. It might not last, but at least you guys saw that I had chai tea on Chai Tea Tuesday. I'm outside trying to find a place to set up for Chai Tea Tuesday. Tried to balance it right there in my mom's little greenhouse. Can't balance it on a windowsill. There's no windowsills. Maybe I'll balance it up here in her little vertical garden. I just wanted to get some outdoor light, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. Giving up on this beautiful outdoor background. Going inside. Hey guys, welcome back to Chai Tea Tuesday. Cheers to Chai Tea Tuesday. The lighting will constantly be changing because I have natural light. Today we are talking all about travel. I'm gonna give you my top 5 favorite travel tips based off the questions that you guys asked on my Instagram stories. I will start my shout out of the week again next week because I really wanna start staying more consistent. You guys, I have been traveling so much since I was 17 years old, but even in the last month and a half, I've been to Ibiza, Madrid, multiple locations in the Philippines. I was just in Canada 2 days ago. Now I'm in Seattle, back to LA, and then Disneyland soon as well. So travel is my life, and I do feel like I've become a bit of an expert. I'm gonna start with my 5 favorite questions from the ones that you guys asked. I will give shout outs to those who asked them, say if it's about jet lag or whatever. There was 10 people that asked about that. I just wrote down one person's name when I wrote down the questions. So let's see. Celine36 says she feels so gross after flying and wanted to know how to stay fresh. This is funny. My girlfriend that I traveled to New York with recently was like, Nia, I always smell after I get off flights. I have to take a shower the minute I get to a hotel. And I was like, you smell? I don't smell when I get off flights. She's like, no, yes you do, you just don't know that you do. Apparently, everybody kind of smells and it's just yucky when you get off a flight. Who knew? And I do have a lot of things that I do to stay feeling fresh and clean. I always try my best to shower right before I get on a flight so my hair is fresh, my skin is fresh, my whole body is fresh. I wear athletic clothes when I travel so I'm more comfortable, and then I bring all things makeup and skincare wise in my purse. I have, actually there's a video that will go along with another question as well that I'll put a link here for. It has all the skincare things that I have in my bag when I travel, especially internationally. One of the things, I always bring my face lotion. I always bring face wipes because I don't want to go to the bathroom in the plane and splash my face with water, but I'll wipe my face down, put my face lotion on, eye cream. I have a travel toothbrush and toothpaste. Those are some of the things that I do to stay feeling fresh. Another thing that you can do is also pack a change of clothes. So when you get off the plane, you take off your workout clothes, you put on your outfit for the day, and then you've already done your face skincare routine, brushed your teeth. It's kind of like you just woke up and started your day. Sometimes I don't know how to say these names. I think your first name is Kim. Desatel. Maybe that's how you say your name. So her question was favorite mobile apps, how to make sure to have the right money versus card ratio. I suggest generally, as a rule, planning about $100 a day when you travel for meals and some transportation. Obviously look up the city that you're traveling to in advance and you can kind of see if it's more or less expensive. So if you want to bring that much cash and then change over when you get to the airport or to a bank there, if you have a card, like a debit or credit card, that does not charge you international fees for pulling money out at the bank, that's what I do. I just have traveled so much internationally that I don't want to do, shh, there's a dog here, it's my mom's dog, that I don't want to deal with even just bringing that much cash. So I'll go put my card in at the ATM when I arrive to the new country, and then I'll just pull out as much cash as I need. So that's a little bit easier for me. But sometimes hotels, if you're trying to exchange money at a hotel, it's a lot more expensive typically than if you go to a bank or some type of teller. So kind of keep your eye open for different tellers that have good conversion rates. So if someone says it's 10,000 baht and you're like, what the heck is that in US dollars? Then I just type it into my app and it's super easy. There's also, I always download the transit app for that location. Now Apple has their Google Maps or their iMaps and it usually also gives you the transportation, which is great. So like if there's buses or trains in a city, then so often it just automatically downloads to your iPhone. So that's great, but there's also apps that make it a little bit easier. So that helps as well, depending on what city you're going to. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. TripAdvisor. I just always Google TripAdvisor when I'm traveling because that helps with like getting reviews and like knowing what's the best things to do. But those are the main things, okay? Those are the main ones. Question number 3 from Cute de Animales. I think that's it, or Cute de Animals. I don't know. How to combat jet lag. This is actually, I should have started with this because I feel so passionately about this. Like, why does someone feel passionately about combating jet lag? Maybe because I fly internationally all the time, so I'm always combating jet lag. Okay, the sun needs to come back out because this lighting is like now no longer flattering. Please. It's coming back. Yay. I'm super passionate about combating jet lag. I feel like I'm a professional at it now. So what I do is on that clock part of the iPhone, I save the time zone of where I'm going to. So if I'm going to Madrid or if I'm going to Manila, I save that time zone and I start to keep an eye on what time it is there, like 1 to 2 days in advance while I'm in the US. I try to flip my body's clock slowly but surely. So I find myself, if I'm traveling really far, staying up all night when I'm here in the US, and then sleeping as much as I can during the day, like the day before. The second thing to combat jet lag is while you're on the plane, forcing yourself. It's so hard, but absolutely forcing yourself to the time zone of where you're going. So if you're on a 14-hour flight and the first 8 hours, like say you get on at night and the first 8 hours, it's the middle of the day in the Philippines or in Australia, force yourself to stay awake. Watch movies, plan it out. Say, okay, 8 hours, I need to watch 2 movies, a few TV shows, and read a book, and then I can go to sleep. And then force yourself to go to sleep when you're on the plane. Things to help with that are earplugs, eye mask, melatonin, having a glass of wine, you know, any of those things, but forcing yourself to the schedule of the place where you're gonna land. When I land in a new time zone, something that this is what I tell myself, and if you're under 18 or 21, it's not gonna work for you, but I'm like, go out to a bar or go out with my friends until at least 10 o'clock at night, if not a little bit later, and then you'll get a good night's sleep. Like if I go out with my friends to like just hit the town until 10, 11 o'clock at night, and I'm in bed by midnight, and then I have some melatonin and I sleep till 8 a.m. and I've done all the other things in advance, my body is adjusted to the time zone pretty well. And then coffee when you wake up, if you drink coffee, I don't really, but I'll have like emergency or something like that to help my body stay awake. That's what I do to help combat jet lag. This video is getting way longer than I thought. Packing tips. Okay, I'll make these last 2 pretty short. Packing tips. Something that I have started in the last month is I bought off of Amazon, I'll put a link below, the packing cubes that people have been talking about lately. I was like, yeah, let me try it out. Let me see if I like it. I'm obsessed. Packing cubes help so much. I just put everything I need into them and I throw them in my bag and I'm good to go. And then everything is organized and just not floating all over your suitcase. I have super cheap ones off of Amazon. I'll link them. I'm not obsessed with the quality, but they get the job done and they're not expensive. If I happen to find some more expensive ones that I love, that are like good quality, that I know will last me a long time, I will also let you know and add a link to that like in the future if I ever find any, or do another YouTube video about this. Last of my top 5 travel tips is what to always have in your bag while traveling. This is easy. The last one was from Bendy922. This is from Alma in 97. The answer to that is actually in a video, which I kind of mentioned before. I literally list everything that's in my bag while I'm traveling, everything that I need to physically carry on my person while traveling. I'm gonna give you a bonus one. This is from Glenn Peters X. What is the most important thing while traveling alone is to do your research in advance, to try your best to act like a local. Like when I went to Thailand at 22, it was me and my girlfriend, but we were very young and alone, the 2 of us, I guess. We tried to kind of act like we're locals. They would totally try to scam us because we looked like tourists, even though we tried to blend in. but it's, you know, not our country. Expats live in other countries all the time. So we're like, no, 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 we live here. We know that it's not that expensive for you to drive me from this point to that point. This is the real price. This is how much I'm gonna pay. 50% of the time, they would be like, oh, sorry. Yeah, okay, let's do this. Try to do your research in advance. Know how much things will cost for what you're gonna do so that you don't get ripped off. I think it's really important to have safety apps on your phone. Doing your research in advance, having one of those apps, like I mentioned before, for money conversion, staying in safe places. Like if you're traveling alone, stay in places that have good reviews. It doesn't have to be expensive, but there are, you know, so many reviews nowadays online that you can look up to make sure you're staying in a safe place, a safe area of the city, and safe, whether even if it's a hostel or hotel, a safe location where you're resting your head at night. I know I just talked really fast about everything. That's about it. So next week on Chai Tea Tuesday, we will be talking about some things. Comment below if you have ideas. I actually wrote a list out of what I want to talk about on Chai Tea Tuesday. I just don't have it in front of me for like the next month. So if you have ideas, write it down. I might change up what I already have planned. My question for you guys is, I would love for you to share with me more essential travel tips if you have them, because I'm always traveling, so I would love to know more, and what you thought about the travel tips that I shared. It's been a long time since I've done a video like this, so sorry if it was a little rough today, but they will be back. They will be more smooth, and yeah, we're back at it. Chai Tea Tuesday, travel videos, makeup videos coming soon. Comment below what kind of makeup videos you want to see. Also, so many exciting things going on in life. My friends Ashley and Evan have a TV show on E! It's right after the Kardashians on Sunday night, and I'm just for a little bit, literally like 30 seconds, featured on their next episode. So go watch it. It's episode 2 of season 1. The show is called Ashley and Evan, and it's all about their life, and I just love them so much. So I feel like everyone here should go support them. Also, it's international. I don't know like where or when it's playing in other countries, but I know they had said that it's going to be airing in like over 100 other countries. So keep an eye out for it on E! Ashley and Evan. And download their new song. I do. And they have so many more songs coming up, so keep downloading. All right, love you guys. Thank you for watching. I am about to consume this chai tea because it's so good. Cheers to Chai Tea Tuesday.